Hey, we're back again.
Yes, we are indeed.
You know, it was just one of those franchises that you couldn't let us stop
So I
doing.
guess we're gonna just run through the whole thing now, aren't we?
You know, if it comes down to it. But hey, you guys wanted Tomb Raider 3, and we are delivering. Sorry it took so long.
No, the core design kind of looks like Pac-Man.
I know, it does. Whom, by the way, turned 35 today!
Congratulations.
So, yes. Thank you guys once again for making our Tomb Raider speedruns so successful and liked. It means a lot to us. I guess it's primarily because we have commentary going on. Maybe. Coherent, good commentary.
Man, the pressure is on now.
I don't know.
We're running out of stories to tell.
Well, that makes one of us. Did you write that script?
This is off the cuff.
Okay.
This is a really good opening.
I know, it's really cool. And
I just don't think, I don't know if you kind of like
they
this
totally misspelled Antarctica.
I don't know if you prefer, I know you prefer 2 over 3, but I thought the story for 3 was a good one.
Yeah, I like 3. I like it as much as the other.
You know, everyone gives Indiana Jones crap for having aliens and, you know, Emperor's Crystal Skull. But hey, Lara Croft did it first.
Now we have Willard here. He's saying that in kind of a mocking tone.
Yeah.
It's all going swell, sir! Like, dumbass, why can't you hear me? So yeah, we have Willard and his people over here in Antarctica. Having trouble. Son of a... You know how much it costs to replace a belt here in the Antarctica? So yeah, already there's quite a story going on here.
Yeah.
Get some dynamite and blow through the hole.
Because it works so well in the thing. What? Crackpot team we got here. Yeah, so we got the Easter Island.
Heads in Antarctica.
One of the more interesting relics in all the world.
This place has a busy history.
Yes, it does.
Yeah, a lot happened here. Oh my gosh, so again, wow, it's amazing that we've actually come this far, and a lot of people have really had high demand for this one.
Tomb Raider 3, The Adventures of Lara Croft.
Yep.
Pretty much known as the most difficult of all the Tomb Raider games.
Right behind, or if not more than Tomb Raider 4. I don't know. For me, it's kind of a balancing act between difficulties with either this one or the fourth one.
It's ironic you say that, because I can actually get through 4 pretty good without... At least I don't have as many problems with 4 as I do with 3. But to be honest, I've played 4 a lot more than I have 3.
Well, here we go. So now Lara Croft is in India.
I started off at 4, and then I went backwards with 3. Hey, I play a Lara Croft game where she actually lives at the end. All right.
Sweet.
Here we go.
Yep. So now Lara Croft is here in India, searching for some Infada artifacts. She doesn't really have a set purpose right now, as far as I know. And right now, I'm just making it look good. Flipping, twirling, flipping and twirling, twirling and flipping. Avoiding the spikes.
Yeah, I got a little cute there. Yes, and... they brought back the crystal save units.
That is horrible.
We'll talk more about that.
Yeah.
About about the reasons we think this game is one of the harder ones. But in the meantime,
yeah, you gotta hold that thought.
We're done with a level.
Hold that thought. Be right back.
All right.
Hello? Hello? What? What do you want from me now?
Nothing that taxing. Are you all right?
Well, if you'd all stop, I might be just fine. Just 100%. Just go.
If you'd all stop, who are you talking about?
All you, hundreds of you, talking and chattering and breaking my brain up.
Well, I'm not quite sure where you're coming from, but I just want to know about the Infada artifact. In the temple up there.
Voodoo magic and all, huh? I don't touch this stuff myself.
It's not voodoo. Look, is there anyone else here with you?
Yeah, Randy and Rory.
Randy and Rory? Where? What are you all doing here?
Well, they're staying put in that temple. I told them not to. I warned them first. Not doing much now, I doubt, under half a ton of mudslide. Me. I'm leaving. Next bus out. This jungle has rooted enough rot into me. I'd offer the same advice to you, but you don't seem like the type to take it. To care if I said you're gonna die in there. Yeah, die.
The return of the voice actress from number 2. I forget her
Judith
name.
Gibbons.
She really did give Lara a more mature, kind of sensual sound to her.
Yeah, I adore all the actresses that played her over the time. Like, now, it was kind of weird for me. Like, I didn't really have trouble distinguishing voices for Lara as much as I do other characters who it's clearly obvious. Maybe it's because you can kind of tell there was a time difference between each game. They didn't follow up exactly right after the other.
Mm-hmm. And, according to our timeline, which is 100% correct, when she did this adventure, she was 30 years old.
Awesome. So she does have maturity going on here.
That's right. And as we all know, our timeline is law.
Okay, here's a corner glitch. Boom!
Yeah. Yeah, I call it the Iron Man trick because you.
Yeah, and the crawling made it much easier to do. In fact, I would go as far to say that I think Core was trying to patch out some of those corner glitches, but in doing so, I think they unintentionally added more glitches that you can do.
What was the big mobility add-ons between 3 and 2?
You could run in 3. You could use the sprint, and you could also use the crawling ability, which helped you get into crevices, but it also helped you glitch through many more obstacles. The slope glitch from Tomb Raider 2, you can still do it. Okay. And you can also still do some corner jump glitches in some areas, although other areas now tend to push you away from the edge a little bit. They got some, but not all of them.
Right.
But yeah, there's also some new additions of glitches that I've had to learn that you'll figure out or see me do. But right now, we're kind of playing it straight. And guys, I hate this level because it is the only... No. It is the third level that is the longest in the game. And even though you can glitch some very minor portions of areas, they don't speed up the level by much, if any. It's still a really long level, and you still have to go through the whole thing.
Over the past several weeks, Will's been making me live stream Tomb Raider 3 because he likes to publicly humiliate me. No, I'm just kidding. And, well, I don't know, for some reason, Will enjoyed watching me
we were all enjoying
this.
it. Like,
Yeah.
it was genuine. It was you trying to figure out what
Anyway.
to do. Like, it's okay.
I came up with the theory that I hate this wrong. I think 2 of the major reasons why Tomb Raider 3 was harder was, one...
I'm sorry, but I don't think you can actually go through there without taking damage.
I don't think so either. One is that the areas kind of... Well, first of all, they brought back the save crystals.
Oh, yeah?
Which was one. And the areas were kind of... They weren't linear, but they were like... There'd be like this central hub, and they would like branch out in multiple directions, and you would have to, and there was no real set, clear
direction
path, very non-linear. So you would kind of be wandering around from section to section, trying to figure out where to go and what to do. And it was very easy to, I think, get stuck or kind of lose.
Yeah, like I call it the water temple effect.
Yeah,
where it's very compact.
Yes,
but it's so convoluted in its structure.
Yeah, that's what I was looking for.
Yeah, it's a level that's so compact, but it's so convoluted in its structure to compensate for the fact that it's not a big open area, that it is so easy to get lost in there and not know
confused about what to do.
Or very confused. And whereas The Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time had just the water temple, which was that, Tomb Raider 3 is all of that. So imagine the water temple for every single level in Tomb Raider 3. That's pretty much how hard it was.
That's basically what it is. And, right. It's one of those... It at one point, it does bring out the adventure side of it.
It is a Tomb Raider, so
it is
you
a
can
Tomb Raider game, yeah. But at the same time, it can get really frustrating.
Okay, I have some spikes to avoid here. I gotta quickly...
Yes, I died about 5 times at this part. Well, doesn't even get attached. And those were the invisible planks just fell down.
Yeah. Those were a real problem, too. Like, those would just come out of nowhere. Like, those are worse than boulders for me, actually. Because a boulder... a boulder you can see coming to a degree. And if you react fast enough, you can get out of the way. But those falling things, like, no. You hear them, you don't know where they're falling, and it's always going to be on top of you.
I've chosen a name for my pain, and it is boulder.
Like that one?
I got killed by boulders several times during my playthrough.
And another boulder for the win.
Yes, and I will bring you up. I hope you'll see this area. I hope you don't glitch through it, but there was this one area that it got me so good. But yeah, I'll talk about when we get there. But yeah, the boulders were they just crushed me in this part.
Yeah.
I was wondering if this part was going to give you problems.
Yeah, the Shiva guys, depending on where they... yeah, get out of the way. They have a death animation, which is not fun. So yeah, he can't get you up here. Well, yeah, I'm a little concerned now. I got to keep an eye on my health. Now, another problem is that you couldn't save whenever you wanted to in this game. You literally had to rely on those save crystals. And
yes.
You sometimes, if you were lucky, got 3 a level, but they were scattered to the point you didn't know where they were.
Right.
And it really became a problem, especially later in the game. Because then the levels started getting more convoluted. I mean, it's already convoluted now. Don't get me wrong. This temple level is really friggin' hard. Like, I remember when my uncle was borrowing my copy of Tomb Raider 3 and he was playing it, and he'd have to call me every day because he didn't know how to get through stages. Yeah. Like, he could play the games fine enough, but he didn't know where to go or what to do. Okay, now I'm coming up on... Oh, okay, I gotta watch out for that.
That's why I gotta disagree with you. I think 4 is a little more straightforward. Oh, nice one. Here's this one, like the... Wow.
Yeah, I'm in
like
the wall.
Jackrabbit glitch. Like the jackhammer glitch, yeah.
Is that what we're going to call it? The jackhammer glitch?
The jackhammer glitch.
All right, let's call it that. We'll call that one the jackhammer glitch.
Yeah.
All right, so I can apparently run through the edge right there and not take damage. Don't ask me why. Right. It just works. All right, so here's another thing. The corner glitches don't really... Like, the block corners, you can't really jump through them in this game. Like, there might be 1 or 2 that they miss, but you cannot jump through a lot of them. Like, and I've tested it. Like, I've tried it in the prison and stuff, and it just doesn't work.
Oh, yeah, the prison, that's a fun level.
Yeah. Okay, so, yeah. Tomb Raider 3, it was that complex.
They were trying to make it, trying to go bigger and better.
And they did that in terms of story.
They did that in terms of story. I showed Will the old Tomb Raider 3 commercial I remember watching many years ago where... And by the way, new outfits. You see these models coming out.
That was the first time I had ever seen that Tomb Raider 3 commercial.
Really?
I had never seen that commercial before.
I remember seeing it, yeah, back in the day.
I don't know. Like, I remember seeing the Tomb Raider 2 commercial.
I remember the 2 one, which was Lara's back. I remember the 3rd one, where it's like a James Bond kind of thing.
I know. I do not remember seeing that.
Speaking of which, the first 2 James were a lot like Indiana Jones. Well, the 3rd one was, I think, more like James Bond because it was more globe hopping.
Yeah, global hopping. Yeah.
Yeah, weapons. And I remember the Tomb Raider 4
weapons she has no business using.
Yeah. Oh yeah, she has such an arsenal in this game that it really is overkill. I'm like, good.
I mean, yeah, we had the grenade launcher in Tomb Raider 2. We thought that was pretty badass enough. Oh, what was that?
What was that?
Yeah, one was right over there.
Creepypasta.
Creepypasta. The red patch in the water. It's gone now. Huh.
That was weird.
So where was I?
The weaponry.
Oh, right. So yeah, we thought the grenade launcher in Tomb Raider 2 was pretty harsh. when body parts or in polygons were
She
exploding.
has a freaking rocket
I
launcher
know!
in this game. And the funny thing is, in this level, you can like pick up like rockets here and there.
I know, like, yeah, in the first level, you can pick up like a couple of rockets, and I'm like, why is there a rocket lying here? Who put this here?
You do the whole weapons grip, all of a sudden you have to stick that thing out.
I know,
Like, good Lord.
Yeah, I can only imagine what happened was...
Was she with the BSSA?
I can only imagine there must have been a cruiser flying overhead that was harboring all of these weapons, and they just kind of fell out of the plane and landed in this area. Oh,
gotta get going,
Speaking of this area.
Yeah. I got crushed. It wasn't nice.
Yeah, I know, it was there.
Yeah, I know. Pointing laughing all the way. Anyway.
There's a
like,
little clip for you, killing a monkey.
Yeah, it really was. And the Tomb Raider commercial that I remember the most. Well, the Chronicles one was another good one. My name is Lara Croft. I'm about to die. My only regret is part of my story is untold.
Yeah, I remember that one too.
I liked Tomb Raider 4 because I liked the tagline. The next tomb Lara Croft raids may be her own.
Yeah, that was hardcore.
Yeah, turns out that was the case.
Yeah, and at the point, like, the developers at Core were getting so sick of Tomb Raider.
You and I have a bit of a disagreement on it. You think that... Oh, yeah, I got crushed by that. That was funny. I made it! Son of a bitch!
And another boulder for the win.
Yeah, you say that a lot of Core
They said it
meant
on the...
for it to be, but I doubt...
They said it on the internet.
Because I remember following it behind the scenes on the net, and I always got the feeling that it was always a plan to go into the next generation.
I think that's what it was too, but it's no doubt. You look at the documentaries, they said themselves, a lot of them really felt like that should have been the last one, or that's what they wanted to, because they couldn't spend time with their families, they couldn't do anything, because it was, once they were done with one Tomb Raider game, they immediately had to jump on the next one, and it was exhausting.
But that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, it wasn't going to happen. God forbid.
Yeah.
The Sherlock Holmes effect would have kicked in.
Yeah, they were...
Considering how popular and as much as a celebrity she became, there's no way they'd have gotten away with
As
it.
a matter of fact, well, after Tomb Raider Chronicles, too, that's when the post-production started, the pre-production started on Angel of Darkness.
Yeah.
Originally, they were considering not calling it Tomb Raider anymore at all, just calling it something else. But, yeah, they stuck with Tomb Raider. I guess that's the first...
This is disappointing. I was hoping that they would land on top of each other so I
Yeah.
could pick up both of the swords at the same time instead of having to...
Angel of Darkness was the first video game I actually got really hyped for.
I remember getting pretty hyped for it as well, and yeah, you loved it back then, but today you kind of...
Not so much. Not so much.
but we're here talking about Tomb Raider 3. So.
Yes.
Okay, so yeah, I have some interesting stories about Tomb Raider 3.
Go right ahead.
Okay, one is when I first played the game. Now, this was back when I lived in a cul-de-sac with my father. This is back when they were divorced. So yeah, I had Tomb Raider 2 at the time, and I wasn't sure if Tomb Raider 3 was out yet. In fact, I wasn't even so sure there was a Tomb Raider 3 yet, because you gotta remember, back in the day, this was the beginning of AOL Online. This was, like, oh yeah, we had the internet, but it still wasn't really easy to find out about video game news, or if, at the very least...
Randy and Rory.
Yeah, there's Randy and Rory over there. I'm not gonna stick by to look at them.
Okay.
I'm sorry, this is a dark room. Hold on a second. Let me figure my way out through this one. And good. Because there are so many times where I'm just not on the lever. And oh god, there's the spikes. Miss me. Okay, so where was I? Oh, right. So, oh yeah, there's Randy. He's got a huge hole in him. What happened to you guys?
Damn, that looks permanent.
Yeah, that looks like one of them Nightmare on Elm Street kills.
Amateurs.
So yeah, back when I lived in the cul-de-sac, we had America Online. Finding out video game news was not a terribly easy thing to do yet. Like, you had various websites, but...
Why is the screen jolting?
Oh, because there's a Shiva guy chasing me.
Where? Oh, God! Where'd he come from?
Oh, he was on the other side of the field. I just...
Oh, that's right. I forgot about him.
Yeah, I just didn't waste any time letting him catch up to me.
All right, go ahead.
So, yeah. Then I had a friend who lived a couple houses down. Or a couple apartments down. And he had a PlayStation. Now, apparently, to this day, I don't know what it was. But his PlayStation might have been the first modded PlayStation I have ever seen. Or either it had some sort of doohickey. Now, if a lot of you guys know, check your PlayStations, and I'm talking about like the classic PlayStations, not the smaller, sleeker ones. I'm talking like the big, bulky, original PlayStations. Look on the back of the console, and you should see a slot, like off to the left, that you can open up, and it looks like there's an attachment that can go in there or something. And I will tell you the rest in a second, because we are done with the level. So yeah,
Modded PlayStation.
yeah, like on the back of your PlayStations, there's that little slot. Now I don't know what he had inside of his PlayStation, but he kept telling me that his PlayStation is different from others, and it's because there's something that he put in the back of it. Yeah, yours should have it in the back. Oh no, yours doesn't. Yeah, yours doesn't. Wow. Yeah, some do, some don't. But yeah, now, apparently what his was capable of doing...
I'm sorry, I blew up so much on this. Go ahead.
Yeah, okay, hold on, I'm sorry. Even I gotta focus on this quad.
Go ahead.
Alright, let me get off the quad first. I've exploded a lot from this thing, too, so... Alright, good, we're done with the quad. Okay, so... I don't know what it was that particularly was on the back of his console, but... He said he had a copy of Tomb Raider 3, but apparently his copy of Tomb Raider 3 would not work with ordinary PlayStations, and he kept telling me this because I think I first asked if, since I lived a couple houses down and he knew I was a really big fan of Tomb Raider, I asked him, can I borrow it? And he said, well, I could, but it wouldn't work on your PlayStation. And I'm like, well, that's interesting, why not? Oh, it was because, I think he said because mine's the PC version. Mm. And I'm like, really? And you're playing on the PlayStation. He's like, oh, yeah, because I have this thing in the back of my PlayStation that is allowing it to play this version of Tomb Raider 3. I don't know if it was a mod chip that allowed him to play bootleg versions of the game. Oh, good, I made the jump. But, yeah, for some reason, his Tomb Raider 3 would play on his PlayStation, but for some reason, my PlayStation was incapable of doing that. I, to this day, have no idea what that is, how that works, or even why that was. So yeah, that's the first time I've ever experienced Tomb Raider 3 was playing it at his house or watching him play for a second, and he was not that good. Like, yeah, the first time, it was actually the first time I saw him sliding down the huge hill.
Wow, that was a jump.
Yeah, thank you, it was a corner glitch. And he was sliding down that hill, and he went right into the spikes. Even who hadn't played the game for the first time, I saw the spikes down there, and I'm like, dude, jump! And he's like, what? I don't see nothing. I'm like, oh. That was nasty.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, it was shortly after that I went to your place, your dad's house. And then I saw that you apparently had Tomb Raider 3 as well. So I think that's where I played it for the first time.
Oh, okay.
Oh, no, I didn't play it for the first time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I got to play it a little more there, and then I got my copy, like, almost right after that. Yeah, there was that level. The River Genghis, 2 minutes and 23 seconds. Awesome. So, yeah, and what was really impressive to me was that you knew about the cheat codes. And not only did you know about the cheat codes, you had them memorized.
Yes, I did.
Now, to me, that's kind of pathetic. That's awesome. But then you had to memorize the level skips and the cheating. Like you had to memorize that. I'm kidding. That was awesome. Because I've memorized Tomb Raider 2's cheats, but for your cheats were a lot more harder to memorize. Yours were actually a combo of shoulder buttons.
Yes, they were. And I don't remember. I know for 4 you had to be standing north.
Yeah, 4 and 5 are easy to remember.
Yeah, 3 was a little more complicated, I think.
Yeah, 4 and 5.
Oh my
easy.
god! Here's the level where you probably already skipped it, but I had to outrun a boulder, and I did. But then I turned to a left and run right into a boulder coming right at me, and I got crushed.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh yeah. But that was one of the first things I did. I remembered all the combo all the cheats to get all the unlimited ammo and the unlimited weapons
and the secrets.
And that's why I looked at it like, good lord, this woman has unlimited backpack, I guess.
But yeah, with Tomb Raider 4, you had to have Lara facing perfectly north with the red pointer facing that way.
Yeah.
And then you had to hold the shoulder buttons while pressing a directional button and pressing triangle at the same time.
Here's his boss fight.
With Tony.
Yes.
He's a puss. Pretty much.
So I was just doing it wrong, I guess.
And that's the end of Tony. And he's kind of a puss. What? I wasn't here when you were fighting Tony. What were you doing?
I don't want to be misrepresented by that retarded researcher you've just been with.
Lara.
I'm Dr. Willard. I'd come to converse with Tony myself, but I saw you were doing a rather more creditable job, I think. Indeed, I'm inspired. I'd like to offer you other work.
What? Shoot the breeze with some of your other boys? No thanks.
Fortunately, they were the only lab rats we let loose into the field. No. My request is for 3 other artifacts like this.
The Infada tribe only had 1 artifact of this type. It's unique. Anyway, what would your interest in it be?
I'll show you. It's not from India, rather an island near Antarctica. It is in fact meteorite rock that has been fashioned and used by Polynesians who were once settled there many, many years ago. See that? That's unique. An unknown material.
So how did it end up here?
Formed from the planets, sculpted by Polynesians, distributed by goons. Our excavations and investigations have led us to this. A sailor's diary from Charles Darwin's expedition on the HMS Beagle.
August 14th, 1834.
This voyage is getting too boring for me to go on with this journal. Me adventures at sea are an embarrassment. The only tales I'll have to tell are hours of bird watching, picking and pressing flowers, following them blasphemous ideas of the governor, Darwin. But this don't even concern me now. I just want food. Something more than vegetable broth in me. Today we 5 have made a pact. The only sampling we're going to be doing is for meat. Pure, solid, blood-rich meat.
The snow's run out. The tracks have gone.
Just keep going. We're on its trail. There's something here.
Look, another one. What do you reckon they're worth then? Too late. There's only 4. None for you.
Oh.
Stephen! Faster! Dang it! Come on, quick! Stephen! Come on! Faster!
Nobody better say nothing about this to the governor, else we'll be back having to hunt down that creature for his samples. Paul fell down a crevasse, okay?
Okay, Stephen.
Amen. Stephen was to be the only survivor of the four. When he arrived back in London, he superstitiously sold off his artifact, having seen his pals murdered or killed with theirs. One here in India, one in the South Pacific, and one in Nevada. The places where I'd like you to go.
Sounds good to me.
Laura's like, yeah, all right.
Yeah, Lara's just like, yeah, all right.
All right, I got some time.
What? Artifacts? Sure, I got time to kill. Don't know who she was there for originally, but whatever. So, where were you?
Will doesn't mean to make me feel bad or inadequate, but whenever I fight these bosses and it takes me a long time to beat, and I see him, well, you know, the boss was easy, I beat him, and I just see him just crush right through it in like a minute. It just does remind me of, you know, as far as video games go around, who has the bigger penis.
Well, I'm sorry. Well, here we are in the beautiful South Pacific with fishies that don't harm you.
Yes, it's nice to have.
Nice effect with the fish too.
Yeah, nice to those piranhas. They gave you a problem. So you decided to start with the South Pacific one.
Yep.
This is where it was the first. You know, it's very similar to. Now I think about it, because we've kind of had Castlevania on the mind. It's very similar to Castlevania 3, 2 or 3.
Yeah.
First game where you can have a branching path.
Interesting how that works.
Yeah, you can go in different directions.
Ultimately going to the same place, but...
Right. But yeah, you can choose which ways you can go. Decided to go to the South Pacific, and this is where we have a bit of... Oh, nice. The Iron Man glitch.
Yep.
No, she's wearing a slightly different outfit now.
The penitent man will cross.
Yeah.
Or jump across.
Yeah, or jump across. Yeah.
Stay out of the light. This was an entire Indiana Jones room right here.
Right.
Stay out of the light. The penitent man will cross.
And you notice Laura's showing her belly button.
Yeah. The darts coming out of the side.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I'm sorry. I don't mean to. Oh, get off my back.
So these are cannibals.
Yeah. Kinda hard to believe they still exist, huh?
Oh, there's that glitch again.
Jackhammer! I guess the jackhammer glitch is... it lives up to the name.
There you go.
Leave it to Gene to come up with the names.
Yeah, I remember this part.
Yeah. Sad.
Yeah.
Not interrupting, am I?
Not bleeding, are you? Not about to use this place as a dunny?
No, and no.
Good. Good. Just don't want any fly-carrying visitors in here.
Right, I understand. What happened?
Woke up in the jungle with one of those little blokes snacking on my leg, didn't I?
A tribesman? It isn't usual for them to eat right off the bone like that.
Well, it was dark, and I never got the bugger, so I can't be sure. Something spooky is in that jungle. Our air carrier crashed up in the mountains. Every night some of my men would vanish without trace. Others fled in fear. Then this happened. So I brought the men down to shore for safety, only for us all to be captured by this greedy mob. Some sort of sacrifice to their god who lives up in the hills. Though it seems I've not been invited to the barbie.
Maybe you're the dessert. Ripe flesh can be a bit of a delicacy around here.
For real?
Listen, we'd better get you out of here. Do you know how the tribe crossed the swamp down there? Which stones they tread on?
Yeah, but I'm staying put. With this wound, I'd be like a fill-up station to every diseased bug in the bush. I'd rather be the main course at the real feast. Hey, if you see any of my men alive in there, direct them to the North Shore, will ya? Away from here.
Of course.
I'm sorry, man, but I'd take my chances with every diseased bug in the bush. I wouldn't like the idea of waiting there to become someone else's dinner.
Yeah, it's pretty sad.
You know, like, I don't know. I'd have tried to help him anyway. At least tried to make a clear path. Or at the very least told the friends that, hey, you got a buddy back there who's...
We've had, I wouldn't say an argument, but more kind of a discussion about the morality of Lara Croft. And, well, there's a scene later on that we kind of have different opinions on. What type of hero is Lara? Now, she does have a moral compass, but she will kill people if she has.
And then
what the hell is Raptors doing here?
And then there's the raptor.
Well, we'll say that conversation for a minute. First of all, why are raptors here in the South Pacific?
I can come up with a probable explanation.
Why?
Because of the artifacts. They have magical powers, and since they do have a form of being able to create mutants and four-form primordial stuff that existed a long time ago, they might be able to keep things alive longer than they should.
Which explains this scene.
Hey guys, you got a friend back there who tells me to tell you to go to the North Shore to get the hell out of here. Okay, bye. Well, I did my part.
Yes, you did.
Iron Man glitch.
Yeah, Iron Man glitch, yeah. Well, that's the end of that level.
Is well for you, me fasting this day. You make plenty good flesh pot.
You forget. I might be quite hungry myself. Famished, actually.
Ugh.
Why did your ancestors flee from Antarctica so suddenly?
Oh. Coma, bad place. Plenty flesh. But for the price of evil. Mutilation. The sixth leader, Mauki, were born without a face. Terrible storms. Men afraid. Run! Set curse of Maoki on the land. No one good enough.
But you still worship it?
White fella later come here with magic Kuma stone. In a day, we celebrate the death of him. The Feast of Smile.
One of Darwin's sailors. Poor fool. Where's the stone now?
He lucky fella that kill you. A plenty merry like you.
I'll be sure to point that out to him.
If anybody out there knows Polynesian talk, what does it mean when he says a plenty merry like you? So, yeah, you were going on before the cutscene ended?
Will seems to have a problem with Laura killing people. I don't. Because of the nature of the business that she's in.
For me, it's like, I only have a problem with it when it's unnecessary killing.
I think it's all necessary. These are not nice people.
Like, maybe not. Maybe if they shot first or somewhere had a gun.
It makes Laura look too much like a killer, so let's graphically alter the scene where the guy shoots first and Laura's head shifts to the left.
I don't know.
Lara shot first! That doesn't make her a killer, that makes her smart.
I don't know, it doesn't bother me as much as Gene thinks it does. It's just kind of off, like, when you see the final scene, but we'll get to that later.
That scene was badass, but we'll get to it.
So yeah, this is one of my least favorite levels too, because of you have to use one of the hardest to control, and I'm gonna take that because I'm not risking anything. Yeah, I noticed that we don't have a lot of time to talk because the cutscenes often stop us from doing that.
Maybe that's a good thing.
Maybe, but it often makes me forget too what we were talking about. Yay, the canoe! Now watch me try to force my way to remember how to.
Here we go, down the canoe.
This thing hurts you too, like a mother. See, look at that.
That's kind of weird.
You cannot fiddle with this thing without taking some
Seems
serious
like
damage.
they kept the rule of the long fall that it will still hurt you even though you're in a canoe.
And it's water.
Yeah, I'm not saying it's logical. But...
God, this thing is so finicky. Now this doesn't make sense. What are those doing there?
Chop your head off.
I guess. Now this part's difficult. You gotta fight the current and you gotta go up that stream. Or maybe. Well, that's what I'm trying to do.
I hate the water. I hate being wet. And I hate you.
Lara Croft 1, physics 0. Actually, it was worse because it was actually her going down the waterfall and I was pedaling back up it. I was like, that was hilarious. I wish I kept that footage because that was too funny.
Yeah, you told me about that. So what happened exactly?
Like, hold on, I gotta try to get out of this safely because she has a tendency to like jump right in the water, which is dangerous.
That would not be smart.
No.
Rapid water rapids.
It instantly kills you when you touch it too. So that sucks. So you got to be careful what portions you touch. Because there have been times where I've jumped in the water and I'd be fine, but I touch a specific set of pixels in the water and it's an instant kill. That sucks. Alright. I think we're doing fairly well.
Faces.
Yeah, I do not like faces. Yeah, this is one of those levels that I particularly have to focus on because there's a lot of tricky, easy to die jumps.
Whoa, that was a musical sting.
Yeah, there's a lot going on. Okay, good.
You can't touch the water.
No, you cannot touch the water. Touch the water, you die. Lots and lots of death. Alright, I'm gonna try to jump in there quickly, touch it, get in the boat, get in the boat. Good.
I thought it was instant death.
It is if I had touched the edge.
Oh.
Or if I touch like that area of the edge, it's an instant death.
I see.
But anywhere where it's like a white surface right here, yeah, that'll kill you instantly. And right now I'm trying to get...
Ow, those hurt.
Yeah, okay. Oh, wait, no, stop. Yeah, okay, yeah, that works. Okay, no, wait, no, yes, okay, that works too. I can make this work. I'm going backwards here, but I can make it work. I can do it. I'm trying to row. This is me just slapping the water and hoping for the best. Slapping the water. Oh gosh.
Oh dear. Oh, piranha.
Ah! Oh, I gotta heal. Forget this. This is gonna kill me.
What are those piranha?
Ah! Oh, I lived.
Yeah, we don't need raining piranhas on us. Oh, great, we have gators.
Hi.
And you gotta get in the water with them. Fabulous.
Hi there, mate.
Oh.
Hey, back off.
Oh, all the blood.
I am not your dinner.
Oh, God.
I am not your snack.
I hate that.
Out of my way. Suck it.
Well, at least you beat the level.
Yeah. In one piece. Or 3.
Under 5 minutes.
Yeah, okay. Not bad. So yeah, another story I have. Not a big one. But yeah, when I was playing Tomb Raider 3, it was another one of those games that was really hard. And I remember a buddy, the same friend of mine from Tomb Raider 2 who had the internet for the first time and the printer and that really long sheet. He had a PlayStation magazine that had Tomb Raider 3 in it. Not the game, but it had a whole... I'm trying hard not to get shot here. I don't want to get poisoned. It's the last thing I need. Yeah, he had a PlayStation magazine that had a... some of you guys actually might have it. Where it had like a 2-page section for Tomb Raider 3. And it had the cheats in it. And he gave me that magazine. And for years, I had that magazine just like the sheet of codes that he gave me for Tomb Raider 2. For years, I had it. And then, unfortunately, I guess something happened to it. Like a lot of my things. Ah! Okay, I just got...
I remember this room. Alright, full disclosure. I have beaten Tomb Raider 3. But I only beat it because I knew the skip level coming. So there's quite a few levels here I didn't beat legit, unfortunately.
So a lot of this is brand new.
Yes, it is, unfortunately.
Okay, so
I never beat it legit. Well, it's too hard.
it is a pretty frustrating level. Speaking of Indiana Jones, though, this is
I remember this level.
This is about to look pretty familiar.
Yeah. It's always about running away from boulders.
Later, fool.
Oh, we talked about there's certain areas in this game where it gets really dark.
Oh, man.
Oh, man. What the hell?
Hello, Maoki. It's a boss. And I don't have... Now, see, here's an interesting thing. I see other speedrunners do this stage. They all can kill that boss pretty much instantaneously. Because, yeah, that's a good explanation right there for the T-Rexes. Because that guy uses the thing to just, like, make them.
Okay.
So that makes sense.
Alright.
But yeah, like, a lot of other speedrunners, individual level-wise, they have the rocket launcher, and they'll just go up to that guy's face, fire off the rocket launcher really fast, faster than you should be able to, and then it just kills him instantly. I don't have any of that stuff, because I'm not seeing it or picking it up.
Right. Well, you don't have time to see or pick, or, sights.
Yeah, I don't have to go out of my way to get it.
You're going at Mach 5.
Yeah, even for the MP5, which later in the levels, even you know where that is.
Yeah.
I don't have the time to go out of my way to go and get it. Like, it's out of my way. So yeah, all I have is really just my pistols to fight this guy with. So this fight is taking a little longer than necessary simply because of that fact. But yeah, that's how I have to do things. He's also kind of he's not too difficult of a boss, but at the same time he is, because just one blast will kill you. He's an instant kill boss.
Well, that's always nice.
Yes.
So
you have to constantly keep moving.
Yeah, you have to keep jumping around.
Alright, he's dead.
Yay! And they blow up, like any good boss.
Give me that.
He's man.
It belongs to me.
Looks like a gecko.
It's in the shape of a gecko.
So that's it for the South Pacific.
Yeah, we are done here.
We'll destroyed it.
Yeah. What do you say we go to Nevada?
Hey, we're in the United States of America.
Yeah,
America.
We're terrorizing America.
You know what? When I did this level, we had an interesting revelation. Laura does kind of become a domestic terrorist, doesn't she?
Maybe she's an eco-terrorist or something.
Because she does fight members of the government.
And she's killing them.
Oh, it's bad.
Yeah. Huh. I'm pretty sure if they were to remake Tomb Raider 3, they'd have to change some of this.
Yeah. Well, now we're in Nevada, and we're on our way to Area 51.
So I can imagine if they were to remake this entire section in the game, they'd probably take away her pistols, but give her, like, tranquilizer weapons instead.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah, just so you could say that you didn't kill any American citizens.
Look here, Brett. You're in America. My country. What are you doing here?
Here's a hard glitch. Iron Man!
Yeah, it just kind of shoots you right up.
Yeah, when you land into the corner just right. Oh, what am I doing? I'm getting ahead of myself. I don't need to go over there yet. I need to go over here and do some stuff. But yeah, like the idea of Lara Croft just coming into Nevada and just all of a sudden she's just shooting up American police officers.
Well, they're not police officers, but government officials.
Yeah, government officials. She's just shooting them up like, ugh.
I know.
Kind of has a bad... That's what I was talking about the whole...
Yeah.
Needlessly killing people. Like, I know you're in a line of work where you can do this, but these are good people, Lara.
Yeah, that's true. Kind of wish they, found another way around that.
Yeah, these are not bad people. I mean, they're trying to kill you, but it's kind of they're kind of doing it because you're kind of being a terrorist.
This could have used a more Solid Snake sort of sneak in,
yeah,
sneak out sort of deal.
Yeah, the idea of you killing her. Okay, here's another one. This is going to be cool.
Well, killing bad people, that's one thing.
Yeah, that's one thing. Ladies and gentlemen, we have left the level.
Ah! You're on top of the level.
And we are going back in the level, because it's scary up there. It's dark.
Don't go in there. It's dark.
No, don't do that. It's too dark over there. I don't know what's out there. Okay, so we've broken the stage.
Yeah, just watching Will just annihilate the stage. It's very humbling.
I hope I'm not ruining Tomb Raider games for you, Dean.
Can you avoid? Oh, you found the sweet spot.
Yeah.
Yeah. There. If you don't, that'll take you right down to the other level. But
And then that would have hard reset for me.
Are you ruining Tomb Raider games for me? Well, you're gonna ruin Last Revelation for me.
How do you know?
It's not your fault.
How do you, for all you know, the audience might not request us to do Tomb Raider 4. For one, we'd have to see how many of them like this video, and we'd have to see how many of them want us to do Tomb Raider 4.
Well, now they have to request Tomb Raider 4.
Is that a fact? It was Gene's starter Tomb Raider game? Is that a fact? Well, now you have to do Tomb Raider 4. It's kind of that reverse psychology going on.
This is me being stupid. This is me being dumb.
Why?
It's gonna hurt watching you do Tomb Raider 4. Because it was the first. Well, you know how important that game was to me.
Well, look at it this way: we're doing it together.
No, it's not together. I mean, I understand you're trying, but you know, it's not together. It's you doing it, and I'm just kind of watching. And it sucks because no matter how hard I try, I could practice on that game for a month. There's no way I can do it as good as Will. And that's just the end of that. So when the last revelation comes along, I like this. You can actually jump without the bike.
There's that one pixel of a
spot. Yeah. Watch. Well, next cutscene. We'll discuss this more.
Yeah.
You crazy geek freak. What kind of stunt is that to pull? Let's take her in.
She don't look much like one of them. Maybe she's an eco-terrorist or something.
And they wear hot pants, huh?
It's the feds!
Yeah.
So yeah, like she has that bike in the scene.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like the level is supposed to go on for far longer than you realize, because you're supposed to go through through some warehouses, get the bike, open up places.
It's funny, yeah, because it seems like the level design kind of worked against it in a way.
Yeah, because
you can beat it really quickly. Oh yeah, here's the jail level.
Out of my way! Oh shoot, missed it.
When I played this,
Hey! Police brutality! Police brutality!
Yeah.
Back off, bro!
I was able to beat this level, but I wasn't able to beat the next one. So Will took over and beat it for me.
I call it working together.
We're not working together. Yeah, so when Will gets to Last Revelation, I guess ever since Will did Tomb Raider 2, I've kind of been dreading that moment when Tomb Raider 4 comes along, because I have to sit and watch Will basically speedrun my game. And it sucks because I just don't have the skills to. If I did a Tomb Raider 4, it would just be a regular walkthrough, and well, nobody watches those. And the reason people are watching this is because of a speed run.
I have an idea. Why don't you live stream Tomb Raider 4?
So it's going to be a hard pill to swallow, but I'm just going to have to sit here and watch and just kind of share my stories and just kind of take it on the chin. And so it.
Yeah, why don't you
It'll be very, very bittersweet for me. But it's just the way it is. Oh, thank God you missed that, because if you go down there, there's spikes.
Yeah, there's a mess of spikes or barbed wire.
Yeah, so.
Again, why don't you just live stream Tomb Raider 4?
Well, live stream and speedrun are two completely different things.
Well, if you want to play Tomb Raider 4, you can. Like, I don't want to take it from you.
It's been taken.
Hey,
Ow.
hey! That is police brutality. I am not armed. That is unnecessary.
The thing about this level is that you have to release the jail, because you're not supposed. You don't have guns in this level, so there actually are your weapons.
Yeah. So this is one part I wanted to mention. This is the This is a speedrunner's worst nightmare. Having to rely on the AI to get through it fast, because there has been many times during my run on this compound where the guards and the prisoners are literally ringing around the rosing each other and not stopping. They're just running around in complete circles. And I'm just like, my God, the AI is so stupid. Like, when they're trying to kill you, they're good. But when they're trying to fight each other, it's a real mess. So, yeah, like, sometimes they can kill each other real fast. Other times, you could be sitting there for 4 minutes before one of them drops. Like, fortunately, the prisoners have infinite health, and for good reason, because otherwise you'd be screwed if they died. Because, especially if the guards are carrying something that you need.
Well, you hit these corners, man. It's impressive.
It takes a lot of practice and years of playing, man.
You know how hard this game was for me? I bought the strategy guide for Tomb Raider 3, and it didn't help me at all. That's when you know it's bad.
Even the strategy guide didn't help.
It wasn't a really well-made strategy. Unlike Last Revelation strategy guide, which actually was very, very helpful.
Oh, good. I had to be careful.
Oh.
That could have set me on fire. See, now
you landed in a pot of soup.
I know.
That's awesome.
Now, did you see where the fan was right there?
Yeah.
See, now, again, this is another PlayStation hazard.
Okay.
Where PlayStation users are forced to go in here and open the grate so you can go along the side. Whereas PC users can go through that fan. Because what it is they have a hotkey that allows them to use medical kits. And they call it zombie mode, where even if you die, you can instantly use a health kit to get you back on your feet before you die. Yeah. However, when you're in the midst of taking damage on the PlayStation version, you cannot press select to activate your menu until the damage is taken. So, unfortunately, you're kind of in a really screwed position where now you're forced to take the long way simply because PC version rules. So, yeah, it's like Tomb Raider 2. There's some changes that force you to have to take longer routes. Fortunately, it wasn't that much of a longer route to open that grate.
Yeah, that's another thing you kind of run into is problems between, because these are the PlayStation 1 versions.
Yeah.
And there are certain tricks that are available on the PC that are not on the PS1. I guess it just goes to show you that at the end of the day, the Origins, or originally, like you talk about the original series, it was very heavy on the PC.
Yeah, even though it was
even though it was on the Sega Saturn and the PlayStation, the PC was a huge portion of their success.
Yeah, because they could constantly update it. They could release patches. They could release new levels.
That's smart. Oh boy! Oh, you jumped over it.
Yep.
Didn't activate the turret. Nicely done.
Thank you. Didn't have to go down there, release the guards or anything.
Yeah, I could not play a game like this. I'm sorry. I just don't have the time. Nor the skill to do it.
However, I do need to release these guys.
You want to know how bad I am?
How bad are you?
Last Revelation, the opening level.
Sicker boys.
The opening level where I've never beaten Von Croy.
Oh.
Never.
You want to change that?
Never.
You want to change it? Try to beat him? Personal challenge? Try to beat Von Croy?
Maybe.
You don't get anything either way.
Yeah, but that's a great example. I've never beaten Von Croy. Probably never will.
Oh no, I believe in you.
Anyway, back to this. I also like the backgrounds in this game. I don't know. I don't really remember the backgrounds of 1 and 2 very much. But I think because this was more an open field in different areas, the backgrounds were kind of cool to look at.
Yeah, just because there were different areas.
Right.
I mean, yeah, like you said, it was kind of James Bondish. You were going global.
Yes.
Huh.
Man, that was harsh. That's a harsh death.
I know, cutting
It
through.
really reminded me of Resident Evil the movie.
Oh yeah, oh, that was nasty.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Ugh. Yeah, which is just cutting your legs off.
Right.
This is a tricky one. Oh, I gotta heal. Alright, good. Alright, so now I don't have to go on the roof or going through the water or any of that. Let me come into this little computer section here. Interesting little setup this thing is. It looks like the inside of a computer.
Yeah. Yeah, that's cool.
So this is what it is to be inside of a Sukuba computer.
Kind of reminds me of Superman 3.
We will not speak of that film. Not in my presence.
Alright.
Going down. Alright. So, yeah. It was shortly after I had Tomb Raider 3 that my buddy moved away to wherever he lives now, so all of his Tomb Raider goodies and hints for me to...
My body lies over the ocean.
Yeah. Fortunately, though, by that time, I had gotten the internet, so I was able to get the cheats for Tomb Raider 4 and 5 myself when they came out. Alright.
Wow.
Dive!
Climbing ladders are for pussies. We just duck and just roll up.
And another thing, in Tomb Raider 3 on the PC version, you could save anywhere you want.
That's so helpful.
Yeah, and like they still had crystals in Tomb Raider 3, but instead of acting as save crystals, they were instant healers.
Here comes the laser water.
Yeah. So yeah, the crystals in Tomb Raider 3 PC version, the crystals were green.
Yes.
And when you touch them, they instantly healed you.
Okay.
So yeah.
When I was doing my run, I came up this part here, and suddenly I was getting hurt.
Yeah, and then we saw like some shining lasers, and then I was like, oh, laser water. It's so underhanded and just something that they would do.
Yeah, you see it right. You saw it right there, the glimpse.
Yeah.
Right?
Because in these old days, you could use your imagination and create some creative levels without much rhyme or reason. You could have switches underwater that open doors across the hall, and yeah, like when I saw him taking damage from lasers while in the water, I was just like, oh, laser water. It is just so underhanded that they would do something like that.
Right.
So I put a lot of emphasis on it during the stream, and even people in the stream were just like, laser water?
That's new.
That is such a Will thing to say. So, yeah.
This was an awesome moment for me when I got the weapons.
I'm leaving the pistols.
Huh?
I'm leaving the pistols. I just took the revolver.
You don't have the pistols with you?
Nope. Just took the revolver.
Oh. Isn't that the Desert Eagle?
Yep.
Huh.
Desert Eagle. Oh, right. My bad. Revolver, Desert Eagle. I'm sorry. Tomb Raider 4 and Tomb Raider 5 on the money.
Yeah, the 5 had the revolver.
Yeah, 4 and 5 had the revolver, and it kind of acted as the Desert Eagle of the game, so sorry.
Right.
So yeah, I just picked up the Desert Eagle. That's all you need. Odd to have a Desert Eagle and no pistols. Tell your friends about me.
There's another laser right there.
Yeah, fortunately he wasn't on top of it.
You okay?
Yeah. Dive!
Favorite weapon other than the pistols?
Desert Eagle.
Desert Eagle?
Yeah, I like it it's like Dirty Harry's Magnum. It packs a punch.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay, now I've got to be careful
You're about 5% health.
And I've got bullets.
And you got bullets.
Shoot it! Darn it! I keep missing her foot. Woo!
Wow, and he shot you too.
Woo!
Okay, see ya.
Just for the taste of it, Diet Coke. I'm surprised she didn't do any American Coca-Cola commercials.
She did a lot of commercials.
Over in the UK.
A lot of commercials.
Oh yeah, she was big in marketing over there.
Yeah.
So now here we are in Area 51.
Yes, this is actual Area 51.
And of course, because I'm on a new level, they automatically give me my pistols back.
Rolling along.
Okay, now the MP5 is in the next room over, but like I said, it's out of my way. So, sorry, MP5 fans, no machine gun for this run. Now let's try to avoid the lasers. Now, one would ask, why are there lasers in a ventilation shaft?
Because it's Area 51. They want to make sure that all their bases are covered.
That makes sense. Either that, or I'd also say rats. Then again, it's a little excessive for rats. Alright, now, if you're not quick on killing this guy, he'll activate the lasers on the other side, which makes me have to take a longer route. Fortunately, we have just a nice pacifier for him. Thank you.
Nice. Well done.
However, this turret's going to still go off, but that's okay. The turrets don't hurt you that much. They're just kind of a minor annoyance. Sup, dude? Hey! I'm about to bring back a new trick. An old trick. Flare cancel!
Yeah, the flare cancel. Cancels out the animation. Man.
Again, I gotta try to save my flares for useful flare cancels, like this one.
So what got you into speedruns?
Like I said before, there were some naysayers who will remain nameless that said, "Oh, the speedrunners, man, those guys are experts. Those are way better gamers than you. You'll never be a good gamer like a speedrunner because they know a game inside and out." Like those guys that are really masters at Street Fighter and Smash Brothers who can literally beat the shit out of it.
Really?
Yeah, it's just like, and I'm not gonna lie, if you're gonna do like Smash Brothers or Street Fighter competitively and actually know the programming in and out to be that good, and speedrunning to know the games in and out like that, I'm not gonna lie, it does take some serious knowledge, some serious reflex skills. But it was because of that I felt hurt, because it made me feel like I was lower, especially when it was on a game like Tomb Raider that I'd always thought that I was at least decent at. So I wanted to prove to myself and to the naysayers that, oh, okay, what if I can?
You belong on this level.
Yeah, what if I can prove myself? So that's why I did the first Tomb Raider game. And I had no idea that it would become so popular. So...
Well, Tomb Raider is a popular series, and
yeah,
people like it.
Actually, we're going to come up on a really cool glitch. Check this one out.
You're almost dead.
I know. Alright, it's another jackhammer glitch, but it bypasses a serious chunk of the level. Slide over here. Alright, now we turn around and boom, start jackhammering our way up through the first grate. Alright, now...
Lara Croft, she's like a jackhammer.
She can jack my hammer. Yeah, I think that works. Alright, I'm going to heal myself just in case one of them gets a lucky bullet in. Alright, let's turn around, and let's slide over here. And let's jackhammer again over here. And we should be able to roll on top, and the doors open, and we just skipped a huge chunk of this stage. And I love the music right here. Listen to this music, guys. I love that part. The music is just so kicking throughout this entire stage. I love it. The lasers, again, they don't hurt you as much either, as long as you're not standing in them. Back off, dude. I'll pick up the CD-ROM here. Darn it, stand still!
Yeah, it's the part I didn't figure out. So that's how we'll beat the level. We just glitched through it.
Oh, that was close. I almost stepped right into that.
Eee.
Going down!
I do respect the talent of a speedrunner.
Thank you. Alright, now we're coming up on the home stretch of the level.
Mm-hmm.
Jump over the lasers here to activate the turrets.
Yep.
Huh.
I made it all the way to this part, but I forgot the disc, so I was kind of stuck.
Yeah.
That was the end of my playthrough.
Oh no, you did London. Kill that guy, because he's a nuisance.
You don't need to bring that up.
Okay, now we have to quickly activate the switches over here so we can go through the doors pretty quickly. Now that's another thing I really hate about, like pulling out a flare out of nowhere on this game, on the PlayStation version, can accidentally have Lara go into a walking animation. because you're having to press the walk button to get the flare out.
Oh, yeah.
Whereas on the PC version, it's a hotkey.
Yeah, that makes it a lot more easier.
Yeah, so unfortunately doing flare cancels is a little trickier on Tomb Raider 3 and up because, yeah, I'm having to press the walk button in succession with the select button to pull it out, which can accidentally have me walk, and that could get me killed, or...
That could get you fried real quick.
Yeah.
There's a certain sequence, right?
Yep. 1, 2, and 4. Alright. Now, hopefully... Okay, he's in a good position. Going away, going away. Do not chase me. I'm not going to be there. Jump! Like, I worry about stray bullets, man.
Oh, yeah. Because they always find the way to you.
Yeah, they always have my name on it.
That is an actual alien ship.
Yeah. You won't be seeing the aliens because there's no reason for us to go in that room.
Oh.
Sorry, there's just no reason for us to go
in there. One of my favorite parts of this game is that there are aliens in there.
Yeah, there's aliens in the other room right there.
But unfortunately, they won't be here, so that sucks. And we missed one of my favorite moments, the T-Rexes. But this is...
Do we want to see the T-Rexes?
Yeah. Yeah. It was one of the scariest moments I ever had in a game. Shaking, here comes the T-Rex at me. But this is about speedruns, not about,
Did the T-Rex look better in 3 than it did in 1?
Yeah. Game, level over.
Yeah, we are done with Nevada. How do we get out?
She teleports.
Okay.
She takes the alien ship and flies out.
She takes the alien ship and flies out. I gotta see that now. She flies the alien ship out. Oh, I gotta make an animation of that now. I never thought of that. That's brilliant, actually.
It's in the garage of her house.
Okay, so here we are in London.
Yes, here we are in London. We're in the sexy cat suit, and Will's done with his level. That's pathetic.
Whee! What's up?
Hey, game designers! Fuck
you! Level's done.
Working for?
What?
You heard me.
I didn't, honest. What did you say?
I said, who employs you?
Ah! Miss Sophia Lee!
Who's she? What does she do?
I don't know. Really, I don't. I just shoot people for her.
A commendable work ethic, I guess.
Yeah, I put my hours into it. As my father did and his father did afore.
Well, how old is this Miss Lee?
I don't know. Late 20s? Early 30s?
Right.
Yeah. For some people, like yourself, we get a special bonus.
I'm flattered.
I mean, I could even be retiring from you.
Then you might like to mind the bell. Happy retirement.
Interestingly enough, people have said that they should have been deaf from the bell ringing in the background.
Maybe.
Yeah.
But Lara Croft doesn't die from a bell.
But yeah, that was so funny. Like, Lara Croft, she escapes Area 51. She flies the flying saucer out. She's gonna park in her garage. Sorry. That is hilarious. So yeah, this is my Dagger's Blade, this is my ski on pieces, this is my iris, that's my dinosaur head, that's my alien spaceship. I take it out on Sundays. It's like a
news report. There were There were more reports of an alien vessel appearing over the streets of London during night. And Lara Croft is watching at home. The things on the news nowadays, so ridiculous.
like Lara Croft, she takes a Mercedes-Benz like logo and puts it on.
This is fun.
Where did she learn to ride a spaceship? She's Lara Croft.
She's Lara Croft.
she goes through a drive-thru with it.
Starbucks.
Oh my god.
I'll have a triple espresso.
And a fry. And a shake. Small one. And then they're just like, it's Lara Croft.
That's hilarious.
I never thought of that.
So we're in an underground subway now.
Yeah, an abandoned underground subway because it has a cave-in.
Well, that's always the best part.
Yeah, that's why I do not like subways.
Eat fresh.
Sorry, doggy.
Oh.
So yeah, I'm claustrophobic that way. Like, subways don't bother me as much. Like, it's elevators, really.
How about the subway from Ghostbusters 2?
I don't know.
That part always freaked me out when I was a kid.
The subway?
Yeah.
Why?
Well, the heads on sticks and the the ghost one, the ghost subway coming at you.
Dang, I don't remember that.
Going off track for a second, I remember watching Ghostbusters 2 in the theater. And I remember going home and making a proton pack or a laser, the laser cannon, and the trap with Legos. I did that.
You had enough Legos to do it?
Yeah. I had a whole bunch of Legos. I had a nice big red bin full with Legos, and I made the ghost trap, and I made the proton gun part out of Legos. And I was playing Ghostbusters in my room.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And imaginative.
Thank you. It's very true.
Can you do it again?
If I had the Legos. Yeah. Oh yeah, but back then, man, I had a whole bunch of Legos.
Wow, back then you were fun.
Yeah. Before I got old. And now I suck. Anyway.
So yeah. Making our way through the abandoned subway. With rats as big as my knee.
London rats.
Yeah, they're huge.
Good lord, they're chomping on you.
Why does everything want to kill me? Ow.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but was it like some sort of underground resistance to Sophia or something like that?
Yeah, we'll find out about that. No, actually, I might as well tell you. Okay, so let's delve into the story a little bit here. So Lara Croft was in India because she probably was there doing some tomb raiding for a client or something. It's not really explained why she was there in the first place, but it had something to do with the Infada tribe. And then while there, she happens to run into Tony, kicks his butt, takes the Infada stone that he apparently was wielding that had some magical power, and of course she can't just leave that alone, so I'm going to take that. And then she runs into Dr. Willard, who proceeds to tell her this amazing story about meteorite fragments and how they were that.
So, you must be after Miss Lee then?
Business, not pleasure.
Though obviously not for revenge, man. You've hardly got the face for that.
And you have?
How moronic a question is that, eh? I don't even have a face, man. I came down here looking for work. And what do I get, eh? But Miss Lee's cosmetic company and her lab assistant job. No experience necessary. Good wage. Accommodation with it. Aye. Locked in a flotation tank for days on end in some fetid syrup. And when we come out, 'cause lots of us applied like, no face or flesh, man. and a bootin' doing the waste disposal shoot here. Presumed deed.
Some kind of failed experiment, then?
Oh, ta, very much. But aye, and for added insult, when I tried to take my own life, I found it just didn't work.
You mean Sophia's testing some sort of immortality power, along with her own brand of facelift?
Why, aye, man. Everlasting beauty. She's obviously not fully worked it out yet, but she takes the best results for herself. See, I don't care what your business with her is. You can't be any more shiftless than what she is. So I'm gonna go out of my way to help you. That is, after you've done something for us here, like.
Very generous of you. What do you want?
A bottle of that mummy preservation stuff from the Natural History Museum.
Embalming fluid?
Aye, for rotten flesh you can't whack it, man. The museum's pretty interesting, I'm told. You'll like it.
So why don't you go yourself?
One of them Egyptian lassies there is a bit pissed off, like, that she didn't get immortality the way she wanted it. And seeing as we've done better than her in that department, I didn't care to imagine what curse we could get given any worse than what we've got already, like. You'll be fine though, pet. You die easily.
Thanks.
Yep. So yeah, Dr. Willett tells Lara all about these infada stones and fragments, and that how they were scattered across the various places of the world because that's where Darwin's sailors ended up and were killed with them. Lara, for some reason, agrees to take him on as a new client and help him get down these fragments, although she's not really clear why. And as she's going through these places, she's finding out some interesting secrets and dark, twisted tales about their creations and what people have been doing with them. So in the South Pacific, we found out that Mauki, the 6th leader of the tribe, was born without a face. Now, apparently that seems to be a common thing, is the removal of faces with these artifacts. Apparently, for some reason, that's a nasty side effect, or it has something to do with it. And I'm not even sure how it works. Like, how do you not have a face? So, how do you not have a face, but still are able to have speech? I don't know. So, I'm not sure how this whole without a face thing works. But apparently that's a pretty nasty side effect. So yeah, over in the South Pacific, they killed Smythe. One of Darwin's sailors took his artifact, gave it to their 6th leader, and ever since then, I guess dinosaurs have just kind of been roaming that area, and they've been kind of killing anybody who comes into contact with that area, which would explain why nobody's been able to go there and survive long enough to tell the tales. And also, I also like this little thing, how I'm riding on like a little...
Oh, that's cute. That's cute.
Yeah, like a little speeder.
Yeah, it's adorable.
Now, speedrunners for this level have broken the crap out of it. Now, they're, again, all in the PC version only. But apparently the PC runners, for some reason, somehow have infinite medical packs. Because constantly... They never go up for air. Yeah, they never go up for air. They're letting... Hotkey. They're pretty much doing that. Like, when her health is going down, it's just every 2 seconds...
Oxygen is for suckers. Oh, you got the gator.
I know, and I'm just like, where are you guys getting all of these medical packs?
Something shooting at your way.
Yeah, like guys underwater. Like, where are you guys getting these infinite medical packs? Because I'm lucky if I have 3 to spare on a level like this. I can't just be I gotta go up for air, man. Like, I don't know if that's a PS1 hazard, but I call cheats. So. Yeah, so on the South Pacific Island, that's where she learned about this stuff. She was able to fight Maoki, defeat him, and take his fragment, probably kill off the dinosaurs that were laying there. Then we went to Area 51, where we found out that aliens exist. And
the fragments came from a meteor from another time. Maybe they were just there to try to pick up the rocks, and they got killed or something. I don't know.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what happened, is that the aliens went to Area 51 because that's where they discovered one of the pieces of the stone fragments were, and they went to go get it, but unfortunately it didn't end well for them.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Okay, so yeah, Lara was able to get
Sounds good to me!
Sounds good to me! Lara got the fragment back from Nevada, and now here we are in London, where...
We're about to take on Sophia Lee.
Yeah.
I always kind of saw her as like a wannabe Jacqueline Nadler.
I did too, actually. Where, interestingly enough, her goals are kind of different.
Right.
Like, she wants everlasting beauty and to be surviving forever. And apparently she's lived for over 100 years, Sophia Lay.
Really?
Yeah, because, like, when you hear the assassin, he's like, yeah, she's in her late 20s, her early 30s, and, like, I don't know, I just shoot people for her. That's my job. And the same as my father did, and his father did before him. We were working for her, and that's why Lara was like, well, how old is this Miss Lee? I don't know, late 20s, early 30s? Wow. Shit, right.
It's directly Jacqueline Natla.
Yeah, and then that's why Lara replied sarcastically. She was just like, yeah, right. Mm. But no, it turns out, yeah, Sophia Lee is over 100 years old. And she's been using the stone fragment that she found to create her own cosmetic business and to stay young forever by kidnapping London people off the streets and force them to be part of her experiments where they get their faces removed, but the essence of their bodies get turned into a beauty cosmetic that she can market, as well as keep the best results for herself to stay young and beautiful forever.
We really like this character, but we killed her off. Well, let's make another character who's same but kind of different. You were the Queen of Atlantis. Once.
So, hey, you want to see an awesome trick? See, you want to know why Lara is Supergirl. You should see the look on Jean's face. Priceless. So,
my mind is so full of F right now.
Get under there. Now we are in Sophia Lee's level.
That was awesome. Speaking of which.
Ah, Miss Croft. I take it you're ready to sign on.
To what?
Well, my books. You see, with your lifestyle, you'd be the perfect campaign for my products. Just think, you wouldn't be needing those unsightly weapons anymore.
No, but I'll probably have an unsightly face, judging by your past experiments.
My what?
Oh yes, they're all still alive. Very much so, in fact. All I want is the artifact.
Right. In your next life.
We'll see.
So you notice that Sophia was not at all surprised to see Miss Croft.
No.
She's like, Miss Croft, you're here. Are you ready to sign on?
Yeah. Someone did images, screenshots of this game using the Tomb Raider, Lara Croft from Tomb Raider Legend, Anniversary, and Underworld. Remember those pictures?
Oh, yeah.
They were really cool.
Now, I'm going to fight her in a different way. I'm going to actually go on her side.
I'm going to let Will talk, because this is kind of interesting.
All right, she's over there, and now you're... Okay, good. See, now I used her to knock me back into that corner. So now I'm on her side of the playing field, which you're not supposed to be on. Yeah, you're supposed to be over there trying to fight your way to the top and get there before she does. But your way is unfortunately full of, like, ladders and, like, a whole bunch of other crap that you don't want to go through. So, like, you can just go her way and jump over there, and I'm going to shoot the electric fence, and that's going to kill her! Yep.
Oh, yeah, she's dead already.
Yep, and I'm going to go down there and take her stone fragment. Give me that. And she's done. We are done with London. Okay, so yeah, apparently what she was doing was she was kidnapping people off the streets by using fake applications like, hey, you can serve me, you can be a lab assistant, no experience necessary, and...
To base. Come in, base. Come in, base. Dead air, man. You gotta get down. This is too much. Hold on back there.
That's hilarious.
Save him, jump, save him. Later. She just left him there. So yeah, Sophia Lee, she was saying, oh yeah, you can work for me as a lab assistant, no experience necessary, good wage, and accommodation. So of course that would sucker a lot of people in, right?
Alright.
So yeah.
Oh, cold water.
Yeah, Antarctica water. Which means hypothermia, pneumonia, and all that stuff will be setting in.
So you're saying about Sophia Lee?
Oh, I'm done with her.
Okay.
Like, yeah, that's how she was getting all of those people and throwing them away like trash, and that's why they formed that resistance underground, because they couldn't go home anymore. But because of her experiments, they got immortality.
Sucks.
Yeah. When I tried to take my own life, I just found out that it didn't work.
Sad.
You'll be fine though, pet. You die easily. So okay, what I did there is, yeah, I saved the game right there, and then I'm gonna load it, because what that's gonna do is that's gonna refill the bar.
Doesn't that break the run though?
No, not according to the game's clock, because it still has the same time.
Okay.
It's still the same time as when I first ran. It's saving the clock.
Well, just think outside the rules, Jane. It's there's only one rule. There's no rules.
Okay, let's get over there. So now we're here in the Antarctic to meet Dr. Willard, who wants all of these stone fragments for a reason. Alright, now I gotta hurry up and try to get out of here quickly. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, yes!
That was close.
Yes, that was close. Closer than it should have been. Okay, so now let's wait for that bar to get back up a little.
Alright, yeah, that's a good idea. That's a real good idea, actually. It's colder than ice.
Alright, that should be enough. I'm gonna do the save trick here again. It's kind of a bug. Okay, using one of my mini save crystals.
You're not doing it right! No. Bottom line is you get it done any way you can. Damn.
Load the game, and then it should be. I should have a full bar again. It's kind of a small bug, but I guess they didn't want you to just start the save data not knowing what the heck happened. Huh?
I guess.
I always loved her mugshot right there.
Grr. Grr. I'm a tough girl.
Alright, let's try to quickly do another jackhammer glitch, because you can't get up normally. The other way, get me off the floor.
So what's happening here?
I'm backing up so
Okay.
I can land on there. Oh, that was too close.
So it's like you're like inside the wall, but you're trying to maneuver your way out of it, right?
Yeah. So there's Dr. Willard's place.
Hey, hi, how you guys doing?
But oh no! Why are his men trying to kill me now? Traitor!
Uh-oh.
But why? Why are his men all of a sudden trying to kill me?
I know what can answer that. A cutscene.
If you say so.
Oh, aye, come in. Make yourself at home. I won't be a minute.
At home? I've just met a man who may as well have been Brundlefly.
Fascinating, isn't it?
He was your own employee.
He was a molecular biologist. He'd have been intrigued with himself. Thanks to this material, his Hox genes were multiplied. Do that, and the complexities of our bodies increase beyond our comprehension. But this is just the fringe of its possibilities we're seeing here. My pal's exposure came from the material impregnated into the meteorite crater. The real capacities lie in its core, which these artifacts you're so attached to will let me access.
But you've no control over this.
This is not just about avidly spawning mutants. It's an entirely natural acceleration of evolution, a real live laboratory of spurred-on life.
Not everyone here wants to be guinea pigs, multi-appendaged or not.
Well, that's unfortunate. It's been hit and miss here for too long. Now the timing's spot on. I can't leave it. The Polynesians fled in their ignorance. Darwin's half-wit sailors the same, ironically making Darwin himself miss this angle on evolution. But now, I'm here. I have the access, the knowledge, the artifacts.
Yes, but you bumped into me in India and sent me to find them for you, bringing me here. Listen to this gibberish. Your perception of good timing is bad.
I don't know about that.
You traitor!
I'm sorry, but Lara Croft kind of got owned there for a little bit. he flips the table on top of her and then knees her in the face as he's running out.
He bopped her in the face with the suitcase.
Yeah. Oh, okay, that's what happened. I thought he kneed her in the face. Okay.
This is another one of those really long levels. So, yeah, so what happened was, apparently, she found out Dr. Willard's true agenda. He wants to continue Charles Darwin's work, which is pretty massive. Now, it's not the first time Lara has ran into an employer that had a secret agenda for world domination with creating their own spawned-on mutants. Mm-hmm. You know who that is.
Oh, yeah. Keep going.
Jacqueline Atla. Yeah. So, yeah, Dr. Willard is apparently trying to do the exact
No,
same...
it was Bowser. Yes, of course it was Jacqueline Natla, you fool.
Okay. It's just so we're on the same page. Talking to them, not you.
See that? Will thinks you're dumb. I respect your intelligence as human beings. Anyway.
What was I?
I don't know.
Okay, so yeah, Dr. Willard is apparently trying to do the exact same thing by forcing the world to go through this evolutionary change that they may not want to go through.
Watch out for the guys with the flamethrowers.
They're on my side.
Oh, okay. Whatever. Now we're in Temple of Doom.
Yeah, the guys with
Indy! Left tunnel! The left tunnel!
Yeah,
no, Indy, they will stay!
Yeah, you can die pretty nastily.
Easy.
Yeah, easy on this thing.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, if you're not controlling it right. Alright, I gotta...
I think Paramount Studios once did a Tomb Raider ride.
And we didn't go?
Yeah. I was thinking, damn, I would love to go on that. Well, Paramount, they released the first two Tomb Raider movies.
Yeah, you can die right there if you don't try to hit the brakes. Thwip.
Thwip.
Alright, that's enough trolley ride for now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's a mutant. Spawned on mutants. So yeah, we cannot allow Dr. Willard and his cohorts to force the world to go through an evolutionary...
No, that'd be bad.
Yeah, that would be bad. Your perception of good timing is bad. It's like she couldn't think of anything better to say.
Your mission, Miss Croft, if you choose to accept it.
It's like, yeah, it's like she really couldn't think of anything better to say. Your perception of good timing is bad.
Yeah.
Bad boy. And Dr. Willard, he was just such an ass right there. He's just like, not everybody here wants to get anybody. Well, that's unfortunate.
Ew. Look at, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's unfortunate, isn't it?
And he's just like, well, that's unfortunate because you're all going to start changing because I have to say. Like,
yeah.
Yeah. I'm sorry. That is a dirty trick.
Yeah.
To put that enemy around the corner right there, almost ensuring that you're going to get poisoned from him.
Mm.
That is such a dirty trick. All right, pick up the crowbar.
Chuck it at your enemy.
Snow levels. Fun.
Oh, yeah.
Haha.
I thought Dr. Willard, for what he was a pretty effective villain. Because at first he looks like he's
so unassuming.
A halfway decent guy. Yeah. At first. Yeah, he's so unassuming. But then he turns full a-hole at the end.
Let's avoid the meat grinder. Now, drills can't really see much of dangerous being touched from the side. Those things, yeah.
Yeah, true.
Let's try to avoid getting sawed on by those. Timing is everything!
Gaming is an adventure.
Huh. Huh. make our way up this mess. Freak.
Willard, you gotta go down, Willard.
He's making freaks.
Yeah.
Freaks with powers.
I guess there's no way we can ever play the computer exclusive levels, huh?
There is. You can go to the Tomb Raider website and download them for free.
Oh, that's nice of them.
Yeah, legally.
That's nice of them.
Yeah.
I like to play Unfinished Business or The Lost Artifact.
Yeah, you can just go to TombRaider.com and just download levels on your computer and just access them and start playing it. Bad news is you gotta use the keyboard. I guess there's a sacrifice with it.
Yeah.
Because you gotta remember, these old Tomb Raider games, they didn't have controller compatibility at the time.
Yeah.
Like, people in Vash said you can use Joy-2 key to map out the controller to match the keyboard buttons, but he said he wouldn't recommend it much because it's a little wonky. I haven't tried it, though.
Okay.
So I might try it out.
Whee!
Yeah, let's try to avoid taking... I gotta do duck and cover.
My God, if Lara Croft... I wonder, since nowadays, when Laura does her thing, does she take selfies? When she's out there?
Twitter.
Or yeah, has an artifact. She's like doing a duck face.
Nah, I don't think she'd do the duck face, but yeah, she's probably taking a selfie with it.
Posting this right now on Twitter. Just found the 5th artifact. LOL. LMFO.
She's getting replies. You go, girl.
You go, girl. That's awesome.
A little slower than your last adventure. Flare cancel. All right, you trying to? Now we got to use this trolley. Yeah, by this time, by Tomb Raider 3, they were getting really good at the graphics.
Sorry, I just love that image. I want to draw that. Laura duck facing a selfie with an artifact.
Oh yeah, she's doing it in Area 51. Where are you? Oh, I'm in an alien spaceship. There's my T-Rex head, my dagger's blade, my... Sheesh.
God, what would Lara Croft's profile be on Facebook? Professional adventurer.
Tomb Raider?
Tomb Raider, yeah.
I don't know.
Laura's status. In the mines of Antarctica.
It's cold.
It's cold. Sad face.
I'm freezing. Burr.
Burr.
Hashtag cold as shit.
Yeah.
Hashtag thermal underwear.
Yeah.
Still using flares, huh, Lara? No flashlight?
Sometimes I feel old school. Oh.
Giant mutant.
Goodness.
He has a scythe for hand. Pretty much. A mutant with a scythe for a hand. Yeah, freaky. Let's hurry and get up here before he decides to chase me in this dark room. We're coming up on a pretty messed up area that I have to go underwater to get a couple of things.
Okay, so this speedrun just got extended for a bit.
Well, no, I have to go underwater to get a couple of things. It's like a pond, but it's one of those really freezing ponds where, again, you're... And it's like, are you serious?
Oh, we're serious.
And it's like... Like, they do that so many times where it's just bogus.
Seriously?
It's for real.
Yo.
It's outrageous.
Okay. So this is like Willard's factory, right?
I guess so. Or somebody's factory. I find it hard to believe that he owns it. But
he's running it now.
It's weird. It's because, like, the people in red are the mutants, and they were the ones shooting you, but the guys in white, they're on your side.
Yeah.
That's weird.
It is.
Maybe they are working for Willard, but maybe
there's something behind that door.
Like she said, maybe not everybody here wants to be
like that.
Maybe not everybody here wants to be turning into that.
It's like the Resident Evil thing. How I never got that about Resident Evil. How it's all about like the next evolution. Yet next evolution is transforming to some disgusting tyrant.
I know. Like, why would you want to turn into that? Okay.
Yeah.
That is my only medical pack.
I am now the new god of the world.
Like, what did he say? Albert Wesker's like, Ouroboros will be released into the atmosphere, ensuring complete global saturation.
Saturation.
And all about transforming into these ugly beasts. I'm sorry, but how is that an evolution? It's more like an inconvenience, because now you have arms you can't use, and it's just weird. Trolley rides. This is what a ride at Disneyland for Tomb Raider should be. The trolley. But a less dangerous one. See, I'm pretty sure they could turn that Indiana Jones ride into a Tomb Raider ride if they wanted to.
If they want to.
Take the left! Take the left!
No, left, dummy! Big mistake, big mistake!
You're on the left! Off this one and up to the next one. There's another one of those mutants over there, so let's avoid him. It's like, would you rather be a mutant that crawls on your sloth tail and
maybe they were, unwilling experiments. That's
he was your own employee. He was a molecular biologist. He'd have been fascinated with himself.
Wow, Willard, you're an asshole.
Wow. So yeah, that's what she was talking about. Like, I skipped a portion of the first Antarctica stage where she runs into a mutant who, that's what she references. Like, I just ran into a man who may well has been Brundlefly.
Yeah. I love how they use terminology and words from
pop culture.
Well, Europe.
Oh, Europe.
England.
Okay.
English, British sayings that we colonists wouldn't be too familiar with.
Okay, so now we're coming up on another one of these water levels. No, not water level. This is a level that just proves that you cannot beat this stage without some medical packs, because they set you up.
Okay.
They set you up to where you have no choice. Unless you do the save bug, like I do. But otherwise, legitimately, you cannot beat this level without... See, the idea is you have to swim all the way down there, get underneath that thing, and climb out. And then pick up the medical kit and use it, because they know you're going to run out. So if you had full health, you would just be able to make it inside.
So you're going to lose the low trick to get through this.
Yeah, because there's no way. Like, they would force you to lose health. There is no way for you to survive.
It's pretty tricky, I gotta admit. That is pretty trickster.
Yeah, so I need to do it twice. Just to be able to get through.
Cheater!
But more like being...
Liar!
More like being smart.
True. It's not cheating, I'm just altering the conditions of the game.
To be less bullshit. Bullshit.
Yeah, I guess so.
Willard! I'm gonna kick your... But yeah, like, even with what she's wearing, I couldn't imagine... Oh, wow, that was close. I don't even want to...
Yeah, you almost screwed up there.
Well, I saved it, but still, I don't want to see the death animation.
Nope, never do.
Yeah, it's just like, even being underwater, under this Antarctic Ocean, like, still... Hypothermia, pneumonia, every EA you could catch.
Yeah.
Like, you'd have to be frozen.
For some reason, there are people just fascinated with the Lara Croft death animations. One of the first websites I ever saw was all the deaths of Lara Croft. You saw all the death poses she has.
I am taking that. Health kit.
or the videos. And now, here's the deaths of Lara Croft put to funny music.
Dun, 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 dun. Sorry, I'm not a fan. I like to see her live.
Yeah.
We are done with this level!
Yay!
We just need to go inside, and then we're going to come on the tombs of Tenos or something.
Oh, okay. The RXT Tech Mines.
So, yeah. It was just really funny how I remember... I like, the story with, like, the cheat codes in this game was, I remember whenever I played this game, I would call Gene on his house phone, at his father's house back when he lived with him, and I would say, dude, Jane, do you remember the jackhammer? Do you remember the code for the skip level code? And he's like, oh yeah, it was this. It was L1, R1, R1, L2, L1, L1, R1. And I'm just like, whoa, hold on, let me write that down. And like, he'd have every single one of them memorized, like right off the back. And I'm like, wow, that's impressive. Like, because I can memorize the animation patterns for Tomb Raider 2. I can remember that. But memorizing the actual combinations of shoulder keys in order to press in order to cheat, that's impressive.
I just used them a lot.
I know, that's why some would say, isn't that kind of pathetic that you memorize the cheats because you used them so much? But then again, that would apply to me too, because I memorized the Tomb Raider 2 once. Don't take it badly. I think it's awesome, and I'm sure other people think it's awesome, but you know that there's going to be some hardcore people out there that are going to be like, cheater. That's pretty pathetic that you had to memorize how to use cheat codes. I'm like, not really, because if you think about it, the infamous one, most of all, is up, down, left, right, B, A, start.
Well, you know, people have the right to say whatever stupid thing they want on YouTube. That's fine. I also have the right not to listen.
Yeah. Hard jump. Ugh.
There you go.
Okay, so now we are coming up on the tomb here, like the last tomb of the game, and it's a big one. This is a big level. And again, this is a level that you can complete so fast in the PC version, and there's a giant monster mutants.
Good lord. They're getting pretty ugly.
You touch those lanterns, you're set ablaze. Those are a cheap beginner's trap.
Yeah.
So yeah, again, like if I had taken a right, there would be a beam of light going into the floor where you have to go into the floor that starts the final stage. Now on the PC version, if you do a very specific fall into that hole where the ray is going down, you can literally fall right through the floor into the final area. I have attempted this so many times, it doesn't work. Because not only does the camera not go into the right angle for you to do it like it does in the PC version, it's a solid ground for me. And what happens is when you touch the light and the hole, you instantly die. So it just does not work on the PlayStation. I have attempted it in every way to Sunday. It does not work. So while PC runners can get through this level in 1 minute and something seconds, it's going to take a regular runner about 10. Because we have to go through every place, every section of the stage. Kind of like the mythology, what was that place called? It was, oh my gosh, what was the place called in Tomb Raider 1? The place where Pierre went. It was, St. Francis' Folly. It's like, yeah, St. Francis' Folly, the mythology rooms there where you had to do all those rooms and get the keys. Basically, it's the same exact thing here. You're going through elemental rooms and having to go and get fragments to stop the golden beam from going down so you can go through the stage. So yeah, that's what I am currently doing.
Oh, song stopped.
So yeah, we're gonna go into this room.
That glitch is something else. You just get to a corner, kneel down, and shoot, you're right up there.
The fire elemental. Whoa! Good. Didn't want to get set ablaze right there.
No, that's because you don't have any health packs up yet.
I have one.
And you got that by accident.
Well, it was in the way. Alright, so yeah, I gotta avoid the flames here. And I gotta be quick about it because they're coming down.
Move!
Lantern!
Dang!
that was a cheap trick. The lantern just whoop, comes down and instantly sets you
New game
ablaze.
designers are sick.
I know, that was such a cheap. Like, I remember when I first ran into that lantern, I was so mad. Because I knew that there was a game designer that thought of that, and I was just like, you asshole.
Yeah.
You put that there on purpose just to be a dick. Okay, so now here we are in the maze. Fun, right?
Damn, you're just blazing right through this, man.
Okay, so go this way. Take this way. Go that way. And then let's take this way. And let's go this way. And then that way. Now this part is sick. This is a sick trap. Alright, now I gotta go up to the right here.
Wow, that was so close.
I can't think of another way you're supposed to.
At least it wasn't a boulder.
It was worse. It was a rolling wheel with spikes on it. Water!
It's not super cold water.
I know, weird, right? I'm still in Antarctica. Or as the game calls it, Antarctica. It's like, wow, you guys totally effed up that word. See, that's the golden rule I was talking about. Like, you can fall through that on the PC version and just beat the level. On this one,
wow.
Forget it.
Oh, nice jump.
Thank you.
Completely avoided those blades.
I'm going to try to avoid all of these blades. Yeah, good. Let's pull the switch that opens up a room to somewhere else. Actually, let's get some air too while we're at it. You can't go wrong taking a breather.
Whew.
Now that cosplayer on that Tomb Raider documentary, she has this cosplay.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she said, yeah, she showed it. And she's like, this is Lara's Antarctica suit that she was wearing.
Yeah, I remember that, right.
I feel like watching that again. It's just such a fun watch.
It is. It's a really fun watch.
Because it's nostalgic. It was made back when Tomb Raider Angel of Darkness was just a
about to come out. There was still in pre-production.
Yeah. So I feel like watching it again, and again, I stress the idea, I really want to be in a Tomb Raider documentary that is balls to the wall real like that.
Yes, please.
I would love to be a part of one. I'd love to be able to talk to these people, like talk to the cosplayers or talk to the models that played Lara Croft year after year.
Yeah.
Like, I'd love to talk with them and just talk about their experiences. Like, have they ever played the games? Have they ever, like, seen Lara in action? Do they play them? Do they know people that play them? Like, also, just the people that were involved. It looks like they'd be so much fun to hang out with because we're all into the same thing. We all love Lara Croft. We all love playing the games. And I think it'd be interesting for me to actually introduce these glitches to them. That'd be pretty fun.
Yeah, it'd be different.
Yeah, like go through these old games in a different way. Kind of rekindling that old love for the classics. You're finding out new things about them all the time.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
And you could be there too.
Oh, you're too nice.
Yeah, because we did the Tomb Raider timeline.
Yes, I'd love that.
And you did the playthrough of Tomb Raider Legend.
Uh-huh.
And Anniversary.
Yeah, I did, didn't I?
So, yep, now
I did the review of Tomb Raider the Angel of Darkness.
Yep.
That was fun, dude. I'm sorry.
It was funny. Even though it was completely wrong.
That's a highway up there.
Yeah, it is. I might do my own review of Tomb Raider Angel of Darkness, and I'm going to put that scene from My Cousin Vinny in it, where, like, Joe Pesci, he's on screen and he's like, everything this guy just said is bullshit.
Well, it was not meant to be taken seriously. I mean, I do not like I do not like the game very much, but at least it was done in a humorous way.
Yeah, I like Angel of Darkness. I acknowledge that it's got 1,000,001 faults and it's unfinished and it's rushed, sort of, considering it was pushed back twice.
Fuck, beyond belief.
But I like the idea. Like, if they had a cleanup crew that would take that game and give it an overhaul, I'm all for the idea.
There are people who are talking about maybe revisiting it or rebooting it.
Good. There's nothing wrong with a revisit. I mean, shoot, man, they did Tomb Raider Anniversary, which defined it. Shoot,
you know, if you're gonna do that, you might as well do just do Tomb Raider: The Dominion.
Okay.
Which was supposed to be the sequel to Angel of Darkness.
Okay, I am so scared. Oh, god damn, that was close. I'm sorry, excuse my French, guys, but I had no health packs and that's all I have. That is such a trap, too.
Or maybe a video game adaptation of Tomb Raider: The Amulet of Power, the novel.
Yeah. Where it continues it.
It actually was. You know, you were.
Oh yeah, it was the aftermath of Revelations.
Yeah, Revelations was
aftermath of Revelations. But also, I would like them to revisit Angel of Darkness, clean it up, and continue the story, or at least add what was taken out of it.
Well, we know what happened in Angel Darkness. I'd rather just see the Dominion, where we saw how the whole thing gets cleared up.
Yeah.
It's all coming down!
Woo!
I'm surprised no one hasn't done that yet.
I know. How come nobody has tried to revisit Angel Darkness? I'm not a video game programmer, so I'm sorry, guys. I can't. I can write it. Like, if you need a writer and a director, I can do that. I can come up with great ways to write it, direct it, and tell you the ideas and how it should go. But as far as programming, I can't do it. I've never taken a class for even the basic of programming. I can't do it.
I hope Tomb Raider keeps going. Fortunately, the Square Enix has not gotten that bad, but I would just hate for have to be only stay alive through a Kickstarter.
And call it something else.
Yeah, I would hate that.
They would never be able to get away with it. Like, Lara Croft is that famous especially over there in the PAL regions. Like, they'd never get away with it.
Yeah, you never know. I kind of get the feeling that if it wasn't for a definitive edition, we wouldn't be getting a sequel.
See, they were just able to fall through the floor just like that.
Good. Anyway, let's roll along.
Yep. Final boss.
Spider Willard.
Welcome, Willard the Arachnid.
Yep, Spider Willard.
So yeah, he decided no turning back now, dropped himself in that primordial ooze, and came out looking like a...
Hey, how you doing?
I can only imagine he must have had a spider crawling on him when he fell in it, and they morphed together.
I don't know.
Yeah, so now here we are fighting...
You got the Desert Eagle, right? There you go.
Yep. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Good. 9 shots just to keep him off me. Now he's turning around.
You have to get the crystals out.
I gotta quickly make a bolt over here. I didn't stun him, but I wanted to give myself enough time to get over here and just keep him away from me long enough that I can do... Stun him! Alright, he's stunned. I can go pick up another one.
You have to get all the crystals out.
Yeah.
Well, wouldn't that transform Laura?
If she fell in the ooze, no?
Oh, okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Ugh! Alright. Now he's got to turn around and come after me this way. Hopefully giving me enough time, because he usually gets a lucky shot in. Alright.
So he shoots fire at me, is that you, right?
Yeah, it's an instant kill. Oh! Alright, good. Got him. Good. Stunned him. Alright, now all I have to do is get the last one, and then I should have enough ammo left in my Desert Eagle to put him down. Alright. Ducking and picking up things is a lot faster than letting the animation play out.
Nice. There goes the meteor.
Yep. See ya.
Oh, well done.
Willard the Arachnid is destroyed. Along with his ambitions. Now all we have to do is get out of here.
What does she do with the rest of the meteorites pieces, I wonder?
Probably puts them in her trophy room next to the dagger and the Scion pieces and the T-Rex head and the spaceship and...
Man, they all get destroyed when the doppelganger blows up the mansion. That sucks.
I know!
That sucks.
I'd like to think that she had some safe rooms.
And she's running away. Hey, Lara Croft! I really, really don't like that thing.
Oh, yeah. The doppelganger
running away.
Yeah, the doppelganger blows up Lara's house, and she's literally wearing nothing. She's topless, and she's just like, "Hey, Lara Croft, fuck you!" With her hands in the air, with flipping her off while she's running away super speed.
Lara Croft is
really don't like that thing. Okay, we're out of there.
Reverse Lara Croft.
Okay, so I'm going to pull off one last glitch, and it's going to trigger the gate to be open automatically, so I don't have to do anything to open it. Now these guys are
as
fine.
Ridiculous as Reverse Flash's name is, I like it better than Professor Zoom. I'm sorry. I'd rather call him Reverse Flash.
All right, let's get up here.
All right.
Boom. All right.
All right, one last
Now
thing.
let's... All right. I skipped the trigger, so the gate is automatically opened. Uh-oh. All right, and that is Tomb Raider 3, The Adventures of Lara Croft.
And now watch this part. Here's the part that Will kind of has a problem with.
Well, yeah, because look at the guy's face. He's just like, huh?
That's hardcore.
I thought that was a little unnecessary and mean-spirited.
Gotta do what you gotta do.
Now this part, I don't mind, because they're trying to kill her. They're shooting first.
He would have tried to kill her?
I don't know, maybe if he saw him
You
reaching
should have knew him better than to be hired by Willard. Oh, flub.
I don't know, it would have been nicer if I saw him, like, reach for her gun real quick, and then she caps him because she saw it.
Your hate moves from a quarter. Laura shot first!
Okay, this guy's going down. Oh, where did she go? I can't see her. Oh, no!
Later.
And then she leaves, destroyed Dr. Willard's base, and
Finds the fifth element.
Looking good doing it.
And that's my ass.
Now we get to see all of her wonderful outfits. So, yeah, great game.
Sorry. Hard game, but a great one. Can't go wrong with the classic.
No, you cannot. A special thanks to Judith Gibbons for reprising her role.
Thank you, Judith. Last time she played Lara Croft.
And the only time she's ever acted, period.
Well, if you're going to have one thing on your resume, why not that?
I think it's because she had her husband or her brother was working on... Yeah, you see like another Gibbons in the credits here.
Oh.
So I'm thinking, okay, if there was another Gibbons, odds are they were probably related to her, and they decided, well, why don't you just have her do the voice? That's
Just theory.
Yeah, that's kind of how it was back then.
Yeah, yeah.
Because, like, voice actors in video games weren't really credited much. If ever. See? Special thanks, Judith Gibbons. Well, thank you guys so much for watching our Tomb Raider 3 speedrun. We hope the commentary was able to keep you guys entertained as well as the run itself. Is there a Tomb Raider 4 The Last Revelation speedrun in the future?
Oh, that is
Oh,
hot.
hello, hottie. She's beautiful. You guys be sure to tell us. And the final result of this run, 1 hour and 11 minutes and 10 seconds. I think that's a record.
Alright, hope you enjoyed.
Let us know, guys. Thank you guys again so much for watching. You can check out the Tomb Raider timeline below. You can check out Tomb Raider 1 and Tomb Raider 2 speedrun. And please let us know ahead of time. Thank you guys again so much. And subscribe and follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and all that stuff. And we'll see you next time.